Hello, this is Michał from IBREG, and today we're gonna talk about year 1987. Years of 1986 and 1987 were very interesting in the history of the Ibanez guitars company. Around that year, a lot of changes happened, and today we're gonna talk about how Roadstar series morphed into RG series. I have today with me 1987 RG410, which is one of the last guitars what is considered of Roadstar series. They were morphed from Roadstar into RG that we know more currently in few steps. In 1986, Ibanez decided to change series abbreviation from RS to RG. So those guitars, they record RG410, but they still had old Roadstar headstock, which I'm gonna put somewhere here. In 1987, they changed the headstock to what we know here, but it's still not tilted back, but kind of lowered down, like in Fender guitars. You can compare here on guitars from the early 90s that the headstock is tilted back, and this one is just Another change that happened around the time that body profile stopped being rounded on the edges, but it's more square shaped like the modern RGs. But you can see the horn and the general body shape is still of a Roadstar type. The horns are not so pointy. For example, it doesn't fit in the modern molded cases for RG series because they're just a bit asymmetrical. In 1987, Ibanez showed the James series, and shortly after the RG550 came up, which was the first RG of the modern RG series. All right, that's about the history. Let's talk about this model, which is RG410. It was made in Japan in 1987. The serial numbers is F716999. So F stands for Fujian factory in Japan, 7 for 1987, and the other numbers are from just the next sequence number. The interesting thing, this is the 1987 stickers, and they were still found on the guitars from 1988 and 1989 because they have a lot of leftover of them. But this guitar was only produced in 87, so it's probably just 87. I'm quite sure about it. And yeah, RG410, which is more like 400 series. And 400 series historically is either low-end Japanese models or high-end Korean models. It has one humbucker. Initially it was like Ibanez dual sound humbucker, so you could do a call split. But otherwise very, very simple configuration. No switches, no tone. It's a very rudimentary metal machine. And one of the previous owners changed that pickup to active EMG 81, make it even more metal machine. It's natural, I'm gonna play a lot of Metallica today because that's what this pickup brings me to play. That's what inspires me to play. Let's talk about woods. These guitars made of basswood. You can actually see some pieces of basswood through the cracks in lacquer because it's been played a lot. It's covered in white pearl lacquer, but over the time it got pretty yellow. The fingerboard is made of rosewood neck of maple. It's pretty nice figured maple. Edge bridge, which it's a pretty early incarnation of edge bridge, so it's not flushed into the body, it actually sticks out, and it doesn't have a locking studs. Early edge bridges didn't have locking studs, so bolt on with the metal plate with made in Japan marking. Another thing about this guitar is that the neck is not what we know from later Japanese Ibanezes. It's first of all, the fretboard is quite rounded because it's 305 millimeters of radius compared to 400 or 430 in later Ibanezes, and feels a bit thicker. Yeah, the neck is quite chunky. It's 23 millimeters at the 0 fret and 23.5 at the 12th fret. Normal it's 42 and 56 down here. Alright, so that's it about RG410. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and hopefully there will be more of them. See you guys. Thank you.